This may come as a revelation to some, but actually good design costs almost as much as poor one, and requires about the same amount of effort. If so, why is there still so much crappy design around us? Well, it's all about the basics, and that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Hi, my name is Alex, and I have over 15 years of design experience, with the last 8 years leading product design at Digital Signage. You are watching the second episode of our free video course entirely dedicated to content design for digital signage. If for some reasons you missed the first episode, there should be a link to it somewhere around me right now. And accordingly, in order not to miss the next ones, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell. Good. Well, to the point. They say design is a language, and like any other language, it has its rules and exceptions, which by learning will help you more effectively convey your messages to your audience. So guys, today we are going to talk about the key graphic design principles that work for digital signage. I will not cover all design principles, but only those that will be most useful in the field of digital signage. We are going to do this using the example of free templates available in the Digital Signage service, with which you can quickly create an exciting design to suit your needs. Also, for comparison, I will give several not-to-do this examples from the internet. After all, learning from others' mistakes is much more pleasant than learning from your own, isn't it? But enough words, let's kick this off. The first principle is visual hierarchy. It helps to set accents and show the viewer where the key information is. With the help of visual hierarchy, you can control the direction of the viewer's attention. This is one of the main factors affecting the design readability. Visual hierarchy can be built using size, contrast, color, proximity, and even empty space. This LookDS layout clearly shows the visual hierarchy of the content. The headline conveys the main meaning of the content. Subheadings help to quickly find the necessary information in the array of text. The content block is separated from the main text by a dividing line and typed in a smaller font, making it clear that it's not related to the main content. When there is no visual hierarchy, or it's not obvious, as in this example, it is harder for us to obtain information. At a minimum, it takes more time, which is critical for the case of dynamic digital signs, where the content changes quickly. Now to the balance. Any layout element like font, shape, photo, or even texture has its own visual weight. Some look heavy and attract more attention, while others appear light and are perceived as less important. Depending on these elements' placement, the overall composition can be balanced or not. In this example, we see two contrasting blocks that balance each other out. The text on the left and the image on the right have about the same visual weight. In this example, this image is center-aligned and in addition is balanced and supported by two text blocks on the sides. Clearly not a good example. It would seem that here we also see an image on one side and text on the other, as in the first example. But here the text block is obviously more massive than the image. In addition, the image is not very well aligned in height, which makes it seem that this layout has an unevenly shifted center of gravity and is overloaded on the right side. Let's go next. Integrity is the consistency of all elements of the layout in a single style, which in turn conveys a sense of harmony, evoking the right emotions. Your colors, fonts and graphics should blend seamlessly with each other. Let's look at some concrete examples. In this template from LookDS, we see that all the colors in the layout follow the colors of the background image, and the basic strict font goes smoothly with the urban theme of the background photo. Not the best result in terms of harmony. The color scheme doesn't have a general concept. There are a lot of colors as well as fonts, which compete with each other for the viewer's attention. The graphics are also not stylistically consistent. There are pseudo-volumetric vector illustrations, flat illustrations and real photographs. Thanks to this, the layout doesn't look complete and rather resembles a note from the kidnappers, made up of letters cut out from various magazines. Contrast affects the overall readability of a layout, helping to differentiate one thing from another. Additionally, contrast also creates a visual hierarchy that helps the viewer read your message in the correct order. Proper contrast can be achieved by creating visual differences between objects using color, shape, size or texture. Here is another example from the free Look.ds templates. The difference between the sizes of the headline, the dish names and the descriptions create a clear hierarchy. In addition, the title is located on a light spot, contrasting with the main background, while the prices are additionally highlighted by different color, which makes this layout as contrasting and readable as possible. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. In this layout, everything is so uniform that there is nothing to look at. Without reading the text, it is difficult to understand that the opening hours on Monday and Sunday are different from the regular schedule. The title is lost due to the poor contrast caused by the thin font against such a complex background. This message is difficult to read. You need to be very interested and spend time to ultimately understand this message. And another important purpose of contrast is to make the design accessible. If the layout doesn't have enough contrast, people with visual impairments will have a hard time understanding your message. We will talk about this in a separate episode of our course, which will be entirely devoted to the accessibility of digital signage design. The principle of emphasis is similar to the principle of contrast. They both help build hierarchy and improve the readability of the design. However, they serve slightly different purposes. Contrast is more aimed at the overall readability of the layout, while with emphasis we highlight a specific element of the layout, attracting the viewer's particular attention. Emphasis can be achieved through high contrast, different colors, shapes, sizes or objects location on the layout. What the first thing you will notice about this looks template? The answer is obvious. The large circle contrasts with the model's photo for color, size and shape, therefore attracting additional attention. With the help of properly placed accents, you can control the viewer's gaze, directing it and drawing attention to the most important details. Accent denotes difference. If you make everything stand out, nothing will stand out. In this example, everything is very bright and contrasting, but we don't understand where the important message is and where it's just a decoration. People expect to be able to access important information quickly and easily. No one wants to waste valuable time studying boring and hard-to-read advertisements, especially in the case of digital signage, where you have an average of 3 seconds to get your audience involved. Proper application of the listed principles will help you create design projects that are not only visually attractive, but also functional. It's important to remember that aesthetic integrity has a significant impact on the user experience. And that's probably all for today. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments about which of the above principles is the most important. In the next episode, we'll continue the topic we started today and talk about other design principles, which are also important in terms of digital signage content. Thanks for watching, put your thumbs up and see you in the next episodes.